Start that over. All right. This is our Futures and Chill Take Two. I want to welcome everybody here this evening. Thank you for coming out on your Friday night. In Futures and Chill, we pretty much share ideas or how we can continue to navigate the futures market, and pretty much the strategies that I show you can use on any market, whatever market you're trading. Okay. Tonight I'm feeling kind of nice. I'm going to introduce to you guys a strategy that I've been using for several years now to just enhance being on the right side of the trade. And guys, tonight it's not a teacher-student type setting, it's futures and chill. So if you guys have any questions, anything that you want to go over, please feel free to stop me, because once I start building, man, I just be going. All right, Laverne, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
Thank you.
ma'am. All right, so tonight we're going over a concept called the 415. In the lounge, that's one of our strategies that we use when we are executing a trade to make sure that we have the strength of the 4-hour and the 1-hour charts. Okay. Again, we trade from 9:45 to about 12:30, and within that time frame, we are looking for a particular setup, and the 4-hour and 1-hour charts must be in a line when we're executing a trade on the 5 or the 1-minute charts. Okay.
Copy.
I'm gonna share my screen, and we're just gonna go over some examples from this week. I like to start with the day on what happened. And I have two charts that I trade. I trade the Russell and the NASDAQ, the NQ. Okay, so basically the strategy is still the same. I go to my 4-hour chart and I identify where my ceilings and floors are before the 9:30 session opens. So that's my low. And prior to this shaded area, this was the high. Okay. Then I drop down to my hourly chart and I do the same thing, unless the hourly is being contained inside the 4-hour. But the whole purpose is that I want to get as close to the blue shaded area with ceilings and floors, support and resistance, demand zones, as close to the blue shaded area as possible. So when price action breaks out at 9:30, I have a game plan on which way to take a trade. Okay. So on my hourly chart, as you can see, we got a couple of supports making their step up from the floor. So I would put probably a line about right here, because it would put me closer to my shading area, right? And I might put one down here too.
Exactly.
Okay. And yeah, so that's my hourly 4-hour ceilings and floors. And then I'm looking for, I got to get my 15-minute supply and demand zones in there. Okay. So look to the left of that chart. Let me open this guy up. All right, so give me a little better view. Okay, so this is my blue shaded area over here. I go to the left of the chart and I go down. And what I'm looking for is that demand zone of when that move, before that move started going up. That's my demand zone. Okay. So I got the demand zone. So I have to squeeze in, see where is my supply zone if she should break my hourly 4-hour ceilings. So over to the left and up. Squeeze the chart in if you have to. You see that last candle? That last up candle before the market started going down, that is my supply zone. This is where the sellers are sitting. So I extend that all the way across until I get to, today, right? So that's my supply and my demand zone, my 1 hour, 4 hour ceilings and floor, and then I have an hour support. So that's cool. So then I go down to my 5-minute chart because I want to get right in price action's face. So when she breaks out at 9:30, I can get on that trade. So here is resistance. Okay. Then I'm going to find that support. So prior to 9:30, that last bar, okay, so we will put it here because that 9:30 wouldn't be in yet. So that's my support and resistance. Okay. So 9:30, boom, she comes in and she goes down to, what's that down there?
Demand.
Yep.
Yeah, demand zone.
Okay, so when at 9:30, her going down to that demand zone, I have to ask myself a question. Did she close that demand zone?
Nope.
If she did not close that demand zone is holding from the 15-minute chart. That market is going up. Okay?
You said it's holding from the 15-minute chart, right? You're doing it.
Yep, that box is my 15-minute demand zone.
Okay.
Okay? Now, here's where the 415 comes in. So I'm going to put a vertical line on that opening bar. She did not take out the floor, so I'm looking to buy this bar coming back up. Okay? So before I buy that bar coming back up, I want to see what is my 415 doing. My 4 hour, my 60-minute chart before I enter that trade on the 5-minute chart.
Okay.
Okay. So only thing that I'm looking for on my 415 is the bar the same color of the trade that I'm about to take.
It's a bars. Okay. The direction to the bar or the then what I was gonna say, you're looking for all of them to be aligned, right?
I'm looking for all, in the case of my chart, going up is my green bar and going down is my black, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when I take this trade and this bar is going up green, that
Mhm.
4 hour and that 1 hour better be green too.
Fine. Okay, gotcha.
Wait a minute. 4 hour. Okay. Multiple.
Multiple confirmations. Is my 4 hour green?
Yes, sir.
Is my 1 hour green?
Yes, sir.
We good to go.
Okay.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Now, on my cheat sheet,
The cheat sheet.
on my cheat sheet over here, I have
Over where? I can't see.
over
To
in
the
the
right.
corner,
Oh, gotcha.
this is my cheat sheet. My
Cheat sheet.
cheat sheet is going to tell me that move is in a trend.
Okay.
I'm using the Hakanashi bars. Are you guys familiar with
Open and close, right?
Uh-huh. Are you familiar with the Hakanashi?
Yeah, yeah. Moses tore that up all the time.
Okay. So, yeah, great. We're all on the same page. The power of that Haganashi is based on if there is a wick on the bottom going up. If there is no wick, you have full-blown buying.
No wickets are buy.
Man, I was about to ask you that this week. I noticed that.
But
If
you
the-
ain't tell me that.
No, because I wanted to test it out. I noticed that with the with the Q. I was like, wow, when the bar to the right of it has no wick, there's a
Uh-huh.
stronger likelihood it's going to go up a
Boom.
several bars. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When it has a wick, it turns around quicker.
Indecision.
Yeah.
Oh.
On the second bar.
Mm-hmm. Juicy, juicy, juicy.
Hmm. High probability.
High probability, and plus you have, that's from the 4 and the 1 hour. The 4 and the 1 hour is headed north.
Hmm.
So all you're waiting for is the next bar with no bottom. Lord have mercy.
Yeah. D, you ain't telling me this. You're over there making all that damn money.
Listen, no, I have to study it, my dear.
D, you
I'm trying to be on your good graces.
ain't.
So that was for the RTY, right?
Hmm.
All right, let's see. Your system is as powerful as you can do it on any market. So let's go to the NQ. All right. Same procedure, right? We go to our 4 hour,
Hmm.
identify the zones on the 4 hour, your ceilings and floors. Keep it very simple, right? So you go here, get your horizontal line. This black area is pre-market, right? So we could do that. And we could put this one in for safe measure. And there is the high. Now, some people ask about the wick high or wick no. I'm so used to seeing it at the close. That is the important. Where did it close?
Hmm.
Okay. So now we go to our hourly. Right, same thing. Is there a ceiling or a floor that would put me closer? You see, this is the case in point where I say the 1 is being contained inside the 4.
Okay.
So, I mean, I could put a line there. So that's the hourly floor, but it got broke. So it's, I ain't gonna put that in.
Huh.
It got broke.
Hmm.
So the 4 hour is the main floor right now, right? Okay, then we go to our 15-minute chart. We find supply and demand. So over here, we got a big demand zone. Grab your box, just identify it. Okay. And then we're set.
You don't look for the supply and demand above 15 minutes.
Yeah, you can. Sometimes I just don't like the crowd.
Okay.
So I put a little box there. See, if she don't break the demand zone, I'm going up. So,
Yeah.
but just to have it for reference, right? All right, so now on my 5-minute chart, okay, cool. Let me get the 5-minute support and resistance.
And how do you enter when with your soldiers? Do you take one at a time or do you load up?
I trade the macros. With the
Okay.
macros allow me to load them up. I don't do it with standard.
Hmm.
Because the pullbacks on the standard contract will bust your account.
Wipe you out. I got you.
Okay, so support and resistance, right? On the 5 minute. So there's resistance. Just take your line, draw your line, right?
Mm-hmm.
For everything, all this prep work is done prior to the market opening. So this way, you're not guessing anything, right? You're just laying back, waiting for the price to do something. So here we got a break of the 5 minute resistance, right?
Mm-hmm.
She breaks, retests, and she comes a little deeper than normal.
Yeah.
Right? But on our 5 minute chart, I want you guys to really understand that supply and demand zone. On the 5 minute chart, we got a 5 minute demand zone sitting on top of our 15-minute demand zone. This is a powerful area.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Powerful.
I
you
gotta
got
study that one.
you got confluence of two different time frames at the same price.
Wow.
So this makes for a powerful floor. All right.
Okay.
So anytime price action, impulse up, what's after the impulse, guys?
Correction.
Right.
Did that correction come back 100% of the impulse?
No.
Okay. When she made the correction, what candlestick pattern are we looking for to show that that correction is over?
Not a double bottom.
Top doji.
Doji spinning top hammer.
Oh man.
All right.
Now, once that spinning top is in, if you been rolling with me, what are we supposed to do when we see that in our line?
Draw two lines.
Lining up.
Trap him in. Trap him in.
Chop him in. Sydney, that's you.
Bridge him.
So once that bridge is in, now let me ask you a question. Do we have to wait for that bar to close?
Nope, he's going up.
No.
How many say yes?
I'm not in your class. I don't know.
No.
You
You're not in my class.
what do you think this is? You've been on for weeks.
I'm gonna take a good probability, high probability guess. See, get in.
Okay. And what makes that a high probability is that you have an impulse correction.
Okay. Mm.
What is after correction?
Continuation.
You better not be waiting for that bar to close.
Get in.
Mm.
Do you not have all the evidence that you need that this bar is not going lower? Okay, so now the icing on the cake tonight is the 415. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this back to a 60-minute chart.
Mm.
And we're gonna go to our entry chart over here. Now on that entry chart, just stick yourself a vertical line on it. Right? Look across the board, and you are looking for the green 4 hour, the green 1 hour. Take the trade.
Mm.
Code 415. And then if you're not completely satisfied, your cheat sheet, your Hakanashi has no wick on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all follow me, my family?
I'm trying very hard.
I don't know about that 415. I don't understand it. I missed it. I'm
Okay.
slow.
The 41, all you need on the 415
Yeah.
is the bar to be green. The only time you would have a problem with this, if you have problems with color. When you get into the trade, is your 4 hour and 1 hour bar green?
I got you. Yep.
If it's not, just wait. Because
Okay.
when that 415 is all aligned, you have you have 4 hours worth of power pushing up in that 5 minute bar.
That must be powerful because you're talking about 5 minutes to 4 hours. That's a big difference.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The 5 minute does not dictate the bias. The 4 and the 1 hour do.
Yeah.
You understand?
So the higher time frame dictates
Higher
the
time frame.
Mm-hmm.
copy.
And you're intraday traders, meaning that you're not letting a trade last long in a day. So your 4 hour, your 1 hour is enough for you to make all the money that you need.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I asked Moses today, Laverne, about
Mm-hmm.
even though we're trading for the day, if it makes sense to buy for the next day as a way to have some insurance just in case it doesn't go in the direction you want.
If you're a day trader,
Mm-hmm.
you're only concerned with the present.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that time decay, this is why I'm looking to
Are
looking at that
you talking
because
about
we're in
options?
options. Yeah, we're in options.
Oh,
He's
okay.
talking about options.
What's up,
D,
Steph?
hey, what trade did you guys get in today?
Oh, the same as always. QQQ.
QQQ. Okay.
Guess
Yeah.
what? That works the same too.
That's what I
I'm
was gonna ask you. You have to
I
pull
know.
it up and show him with the Q.
I'm already on it, Steph. Thank you.
Stephanie, thank you.
I'm already on it. Doesn't
Stephanie, you got a
matter.
thinking man here.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter. So looking
Oh,
at
Garnet, you
today's,
there? Sorry. Okay. Mm-hmm.
what did you take?
We took QQQ as usual and
A call or a put?
call.
Yeah, absolutely.
Where did y'all get in?
I didn't stay long. I think we got in early, if I remember correctly.
You see your 4-1?
415. Mm-hmm. Green. Green. 9 o'clock, 9:30.
Boom.
Copy. Some new technology you're giving us, brother.
That code is powerful.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely you're gonna have volume if you're trading in the direction of the 4 hours. That's 4 hours of data going up.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy right here, the last 4 hour bar,
Yeah.
created a ceiling.
So you jump in once he breaks that ceiling, right?
Ceiling and a floor. Okay. So the next 4 hours coming in did not
D
take
asked
out.
me a question. He asked, did you jump in when she breaks the ceiling of the floor?
Did you just cut me off again? I heard his question.
Brian, who don't know Stephanie by now?
I know, that's why I be constantly getting on her butt. This right here, D, to answer your question, the next 4 hour bar that come in, did it take out the floor?
No.
She's breaking the top.
Man, these are gems. I hear you.
The next 4 hour bar is going to challenge the previous 4 hour bars high or low because the last 4 hour bar is covering London session.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So going into the morning 9:30, this bar did not take out the floor. So what is that telling you? Just from putting in your drawing tool lines, this is the main floor down here, right? The next 4-hour bar comes in at 9 o'clock. She falls short of taking out the main floor. What is that telling you? The market's stepping up or down?
Up.
Oh,
You see, the most powerful thing is your mind and your drawing tool
Mm-hmm.
and staying in the present.
Beautiful.
Did I answer his question, Stephanie? That's my girl. She know I'm messing with her.
Mm-hmm.
That make any sense?
Lots of sense, brother. But can't wait to try this out.
Yeah, me too. So you can come back and tell me if it didn't work.
Yeah, definitely. I think it will, though. It makes a lot of sense.
All you're doing is creating market structure by your drawing tools and watching what price action does to your drawing. Once you can, get efficient with your prep work,
Yeah.
you're going to see, you're going to be telling the story prior to it actually happening because of your prep work. The only thing that can extend into the future to give you a heads up of where price is going is your horizontal line. Yeah, see that?
Okay, got you.
So let's say you was over here on Wednesday, right?
yeah.
Price action came down and she created a low. You see what's extending into the future? That horizontal line. So as the days goes on, you know that from Tuesday there was a low there. So you're seeing what is
High
price
lows.
going to do when she comes back down to this low,
Mm-hmm.
right? Let's see if we could take it one at a time.
Mm.
No. So we move. Okay. Now here's a pop quiz. What has shown up in our line?
Come again?
What candlestick pattern has shown up in our line?
Not a W. Hold on.
Individual candlestick pattern.
Doji,
Spinning top.
spinning top.
Identify the doji by putting a what?
Wrap him up.
Oh.
There you go. Try it. And what are we accomplishing when we trap in the doji like that? What are we accomplishing?
Where it's going?
Okay.
Direction.
And how do we know where she's going?
Close it above or below the body of it.
And which way, in this case, did she close?
Close above.
Okay. And what would you be putting in for your trade?
Call.
Oh,
See how simple that was?
you don't put in a put.
Yeah.
Watching you.
I'm gonna tell you, you're on the wrong side. Boom.
Up the road.
Yeah, you
See
make
how
this
powerful?
too easy, man.
And you too, it will become sweet too once you understand the power of yourself and what you're seeing in the moment. Okay?
Yeah.
This guy right here at 9 o'clock in the morning, What candlestick pattern is that?
Dozy again.
Okay, and what are we supposed to do with when we get that?
Wrap them up.
Tell them, Sydney.
And once it's wrapped up, what happened?
And down.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Take a hike.
So the spinning top, doji, and hammer, that represents indecision. That means the bulls or the bears are in charge. The buyers nor the sellers have taken charge. The next candle closes the low of that spinning top. Sellers are in charge.
Okay.
Who's in charge is identified with the next candle closing above or below to let us know who's in charge.
Mm-hmm.
Write that down.
Yes, I did, boy. I need a
Okay.
video of this.
Now, that is getting prior to the market happening, right? So if I'm in the present moment, I'm in the present moment. So we're on the right side of the chart. We can't see the future. Okay? All of a sudden, the last bar that closed on the hourly, now this is the hourly chart. That's even more powerful. The hourly chart closed with a doji. So from the lessons from Futures and Chill, you know that we got to put a line on the top. What Sydney say?
Come up.
Lock them up.
Wrap them up.
Okay? So now, boom. I've already had a heads up without even knowing the future. If that candlestick breaks that low, we're going down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's without even looking at the future. Because during the morning trade, you can't see the future. The only thing that I can see is that horizontal line is extending into the future.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah, I was about to ask you about market cycle, but with this, I don't even think you need all that.
You ain't in it that long.
Yeah, my God. Drive by.
This is with the Hakanashi. It's once you have made this a part of your consciousness, D, you cannot unsee it.
Mm-hmm. You gave me vision, my brother.
See? You cannot unsee it.
Mm-hmm.
There's a doji spinning top. You're waiting for the next bar, which is at 9 o'clock. Boom. She broke the
Yeah.
low of the spinning top. She's going down.
But let me ask you, the institutions, I mean, it's not a concern, but just curious, they buy opposite of how retail traders buy or enter and exit. Do you have that strategy? Does that allow you to make more profit?
Well, I'm a technical analysis. I'm tracking what the institutions are doing.
Okay, following, got you.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know why, a bear goes upstream. All I can know is I'm tracking that bear. Stay out of his way.
Got it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm teaching you how to track for ticks. Now,
Mhm.
if you track for the wrong track, you're gonna get eat up. You now become the trackee
Mhm.
in the form of
Copy.
taking your principle.
Uh-oh.
See?
Mm-hmm.
So I myself do not engage with distractions of news other than the fact that is it coming up? I don't care what's in it.
Yeah.
What else? What the institutions,
But you don't trade during the time that you know that there's news.
No,
Yeah, I learned
I
that the hard way.
I let that, I did today experimenting and that didn't work out well.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So the news is to, from my coaching, wait 15 minutes before and after, before executing a trade off of a news announcement.
Okay.
Let the noise subside. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So are we clear in terms of what a supply and demand zone is?
Yep.
Yeah, can you go over that? That's a good one.
Okay.
You need, I'm not gonna get that.
All right. So
Mhm.
anytime, I'm going to give you my definition. Anytime that a market moves away from the area, that last bar before it moved away,
Mhm.
this bar right here,
Mm-hmm.
once price moved away from this area right here is where the buyers stepped into the market. So that is a demand zone. This area, that last bar, this is the last bar that the sellers were involved in the market, and then the bulls stepped in and took it up. That last area right there is a
Yeah.
demand
Yeah.
zone.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
See this right here? See that last up bar
Yeah.
Yeah.
before you had this aggressive selling going down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's your supply zone.
Got it now. Got it.
Okay.
Got it. Mm.
So this last bar, the last bar that went up before the sellers stepped in and took it back down, that became your supply zone. Okay.
Yep.
So I really want to bring this home because a teammate mentioned that when you have this area, right? Sellers stepped in. Sellers stepped in and took this market down. So the sellers are in charge of pushing that market down, right?
Mm-hmm.
In order for the sellers to have a complete order, they need to find some buyers. So they're looking for the areas in the market where the buyers came in, but to the left. So the sellers are up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sellers stepped in and they're pushing the market back down. If you go over to the left and look at areas where the buyers stepped in here, you see?
Mm-hmm.
The buyers stepped in here
Mhm.
and doggone, they stepped in there. So the sellers that keep coming down, hitting these demand zones until they get satisfied. So this last one, they got satisfied and they turned back up. Now, when they turn back up, Master D, who's in charge to push the market up?
Buyers right there.
Okay. So if the buyers are in charge pushing this market up, who are they looking for?
Sellers.
And where is the last place that the sellers were?
Supply zone.
Did they not come there?
Mm. Intricate story.
So now you understand the story of supply and demand.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the best story I heard so far on that. Let me gotta go through that. Okay. Wow. So many twists and turns to this thing.
Yep.
Mhm.
I have a term. Do not get too many minds.
Yeah.
All you need is one system that works and master it.
That's
Facts.
called Master B. Gotta get my food stamps in order. I gotta come see you.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, that's good, man. Okay. I gotta
So
review
I
that one.
guess you're asking questions for the rest of the group who are shy a little bit.
I'm shy too, man, but we talking about money. You know, can't be shy.
All right, you see up here, over here?
Yeah.
So we had the last candle up, right?
Hmm.
Then we had the market move away from this area. Okay. She moved away. She's looking for demand zone. She took that out. So she's not satisfied. She keeps moving down and she goes to find where is the next demand zone. Okay.
Hmm.
Did she not go down there and get satisfied?
She's cheating on me. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Again?
Now, here's where you know that the market is not going down any further
Wow.
because she did not close the demand zone.
Hold on, I'm going away. I gotta take a picture on this. I can't record this thing.
You're
That's
gonna
some
have the
good
recording
stuff
to
there,
watch over and over and
And-
over.
True.
man. Mhm. Some good
Fact.
stuff in lessons, but okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
So
going.
anytime that a market has left a supply zone, seeking a demand zone, and you're wondering how far she's going to go down, this last demand zone, that's your cheat sheet. If the market does not close that, let me get a better one. If the market does not close below that demand zone, the buyers have got satisfied.
Okay.
I mean, the sellers got satisfied.
So all that moving averages is extra.
Yep,
Yeah.
they're helpmates.
Hmm.
Helpmates.
That's excellent.
Mhm.
You have, and then it has a lot to do with the style of trader you are.
Yeah.
You know, um, I personally have run into trouble with those moving averages because they're delayed.
Correct.
So before there is a reaction to the moving averages, price has already left the building. So I said to myself, if price action is if the indicators are reading price action, why don't I just learn price action?
Correct.
But it's not a either or, it's what you're comfortable with.
Yeah. You can overlay it with your candlestick knowledge.
Oh yeah, I like combining it,
Yeah.
because Sister Stephanie, you know, with her intriguing mind,
Professor
she
Stephanie now.
she saw a pattern that I incorporated and love. I'm like, yo, she's going back to the 10 moving average, you know. So that's been a blessing. I forever remain a student because I've been watching this for a long time. So somebody coming in with some fresh eyes, seeing something new, I'm always open.
Yep.
Correct. Like a
Mhm.
child.
Absolutely.
Yep. Mhm.
So, yeah.
But that's refreshing because again, that would have took years for us to discover that.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we having these rooms, man. So we could try to catch up on the years that, we're behind.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? These guys has been doing this for eons. And you know, our ancestors came through this system as products.
Correct.
So for us not to understand this system, I think is doing a disservice to our ancestors who we stand on the shoulders of.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So I'm
Yeah.
doing my I would be remiss not to mention Moses, Brother Ian, Nate, who are giving their contribution back to the community. And it takes a team to make the dream work.
Correct.
Yep.
So the more that we continue to build with each other and make our trading more efficient, the more freedom we can gain, man, we can start doing other things.
Yeah, we ain't gotta be scared of that market maker.
Nah, there's nothing in this paradigm that doesn't leave a footprint. Nothing.
Mm.
Even algorithms leave a footprint.
Mm-hmm.
This is their footprint right here. They went down and spiked. So once you understand the rules and how they play, the market makers do not come in this market to be gambling. There is a reasoning of why they do what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have another pool of money based on our fear.
Yeah.
Right? So they're going to run this market back, knowing that they're going up. But they're going to pull it back to see how far your nosebleed section is.
Got you.
Right? So as soon as they see that board clearing out of orders because of this pullback, then they can begin to run up.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
But sometimes this market pulls back for no rhyme or reason. It's like, what the heck are they doing?
Yeah, especially around 10 o'clock.
Yeah, especially when you get in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shake it.
So
Shake it off.
they're testing you until you can't take it no more. And once they see that board clear, then they start saying, okay, boys, let's go. And they run it back up.
It always happens like that too.
Yep. Yep. That's why it's important to see the evidence before you step in. You cannot get excited about the impulse. The impulse is to trap you to jump in. And especially my guys who are buying high.
Yeah, that used to be me. For real. I come in on the last dime.
You
Like
come
what?
in because now you believe that it's going up because you done saw 2 or 3 bars go.
Like
Okay?
Moses said, you seen a green bar.
Right? I want you to remember something, Brother D. This movement of this bar took billions. So
Billion.
while you're sitting there watching this billions go, right?
Yeah.
That's money you're giving up.
Wow.
You're giving up by coming in at the top. They've already made their money. They're closing.
Wow.
And you're just getting in.
You're done.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
Meanwhile, and I got you now because you've been on Futures and Chill for a minute. So I got you now. So this is an impulse. Do we get in on the impulse?
If according to what you said, you saw that in a 15-minute, an hour, right? That wick went down, if I'm correct, and then on the hourly chart, the other wick went down, but it ain't gonna fall back. So you jump in at the you can jump in at the bottom of that wick right there going up.
This one here.
No, the green. Yeah, based on your pre-market analysis on your hourly and your 4-hour.
If you had your ceilings and floors from here,
Yeah.
yeah, you can get in there
Mm-hmm.
because she took out the top of the doji.
Correct.
What if you missed that?
If you missed that, you still got this second bar because
This one or this one?
that one right there.
Okay, what's that move called?
That move, call. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Pull back, pull back.
Oh, the pull. Oh, wow. Yeah, you're right. Thank Garnet. Garnet, what's up?
All right.
And which side do we come in on?
Call.
Going up.
And what do we call that going up?
Pulse.
What do impulse,
Yeah.
correction,
Okay.
Continue.
Continuation.
continuation?
All right.
We come in on the continuation side because the majority of times you're thinking that you're having FOMO for missing out on this impulse when the
Yeah.
continuation side is going to give you the same length of the impulse.
Yeah. So you miss when you're going to the other one.
Got that, D?
Yeah, got that.
So you got an impulse, you got a correction,
correction.
next bar,
Continuation.
continuation. Did this continuation side equal plus the length of the impulse? So you never miss nothing by waiting for the correction.
Oh, say that last part. You said it's the same size, the correction and the impulse.
This continuation bar,
Continue. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
is it the same length as the impulse?
Yeah.
Bigger.
So you never miss a trade.
Gotcha. Okay.
D, are you trading on the 15-minute chart? Is that
No. I'm really just starting to include multiple time frames because Garnet brought it up this week, and I was looking at it. When I first started, I was using a 1 minute, man, but it tore me up. So I left it alone. But Garnet was talking about it this week, so I started to look at it.
You have more definition. Impulse, correction, end of the correction. That's the biggest cheat sheet I've seen since starting this game. Spinning top doji and hammer on the correction. That correction is over.
Okay.
And if you're not sure, you know you're bridging from Futures and Chill, you're bridging. So if you're not sure that it's over, once you bridge that spinning top, that's the continuation move. That's the side you need to be jumping in on, not the impulse. That's what I used to be like real laughing at myself because I'll jump in quick on the impulse, but when the correction is finished, I'm waiting for this bar to close. So I had to stop that nonsense. Bridge. You know, when I bridge a spinning top and doji, you know what my conversation is next? Go ahead and break the top.
Okay.
You break that top because the only thing that we have in control is where you put in your stop loss.
Correct.
Right? So the earlier that you get in on the trade, the tighter your stop loss could be.
Yeah.
The more you let this bar go up, the bigger your stop. Don't do it.
Yeah, I don't. And you notice too that when you get in low like that, the pullback doesn't reach you as quick.
The pullback ain't coming back.
Yeah, it's gone.
Once that thing leaves, if the market is in a full-blown trend, you're going to hear me say this over and over. When the market is in a full-blown trend, that candle is not coming back to that low.
Copy.
Institutions ain't, once they get you out on this correction, they ain't coming back 2-3 times. They're going to make their money. You know what I'm saying? And the higher the time frame, the more potent that statement is. Okay? Here's your hourly, right? Full-blown trend. Did she come back to the hourly low?
Mm-mm,
Did any of these bars come back to the hourly low?
not at all. Thought about it, but kept going.
Yeah, because they already got y'all out. They already got us out.
Yeah.
Because it can't. Wow. Normal retrailers cannot handle a 1 hour pullback.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why we go to the smaller time frame so we can have a tighter stop loss because of those pullbacks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not much how much money we're making that's killing us, it's the pullbacks. Okay? So I share with my team, do not have no more than a 1 bar stop. If that market is not ready to trend, she comes back and takes out the low of the previous bar, you have to go. Exit the trade. She's not ready to go yet. You don't
say
need
that
her
one
to
more
come
time.
all the way back down to where you came in at to see, oh, she's not going up. Don't do that.
Mm.
You see? You get into this trade here on this correction, you get into that trade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your stop loss is right. And I prefer that the spinning top have a wick because my stop loss is going right at that wick.
Got you.
No more than a 1 bar stop out. And if she does come back there, listen to what I said, D. If she does come back here and stops you out, do not sit there and lick your wounds. Say to yourself, cross that line again. They're not coming back twice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
But don't believe nothing I say here tonight. Go try it.
Would that be the demand zone right there?
Where?
Yeah, right there. To the
Yeah,
right.
this
Yeah.
whole thing is a demand zone.
Okay.
Did she close the demand zone?
She didn't close below, she closed above it. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Quick-
wait.
quick
Let's
question.
retract. Let's retract. D, did she close the demand zone low?
No.
Get in that buy.
Mm-hmm. Got you.
Get in, D. Get in.
Copy.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lot. We're going to have to go over this next week because I'm not going to remember all this.
Yeah, so I took some video and I wrote some down if you need some.
Look at this
Oh,
here.
okay. Good, D.
Is this a demand zone?
Mm.
Pop quiz. D, is that a
Yeah.
demand zone?
She came down, yeah, for the sellers, went back up. Yeah, demand zone, yes.
Okay, so what made this a demand zone?
The seller, it went to a high. The buyers pushed it to a high, and the sellers came in, pushed it down, and then she went back up.
Okay, D, I want you to keep the definition simple.
Yeah.
What makes this a demand zone is that the buyers left that area.
Okay,
Oh.
let me write that down.
Send me a note when it's over.
Bye.
So Brian, I'm sorry, did you show them how you created that demand zone on the hour chart?
This is just a 5-minute chart.
Mm-hmm.
This is right in price action's face.
Wow.
That's not even including the hour. This is right in the present of 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You do the same thing on the hourly chart, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking at, because 930 is here, right?
Yeah.
I'm showing you the power of the supply and demand zone no matter what time frame you're on.
Okay.
Because your hourly time frame is probably going to be somewhere down here,
Yeah, I think we did that. 4 hours. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But in the moment, in the heat of battle,
Yep. On the
what
field.
what is that? Price has left this area. What did this create on the 5-minute chart?
Demand zone.
Okay. Now notice how when the sellers took charge up here at this supply zone, look where she went back and stopped.
All right in the zone.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Mm.
notice she came right back to the demand zone. Who came back to the demand zone?
Bias.
Really? Buyers
Sellers
pushed
came
them.
down. The
Buyers
sellers
put.
came down. The buyers pushed it up.
Okay. Question was, who came back down into
The
this
sellers
demand?
came down
Sellers.
Thank
to the
you.
demand zone. The buyers pushed it
Okay.
up. Yeah.
Now, once they came down in the demand zone and could not close the demand zone's bottom, which way is
Mm-hmm.
this market going?
Going back up
Continue
to the
up.
buyers.
What you
Got
don't understand? Stop it, D. What do you don't understand, man? You telling the story right there.
Sellers came down. He came down. They got twisted and went back up.
Very
Remember
good.
it's Monday.
Very good. It helps if you use your drawing tools.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you use your drawing tools to identify a demand zone. So when she's heading back down, you like, hey, listen, if she don't close that demand zone, I know she going back up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But the less stuff that you have on your chart, yeah, of course, you're gonna be like, I wonder if she's going down. Where's the
Wow.
demand zone? Where's the supply? Now notice the buyers left this area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the supply zone up top?
Right to the far right, to the other double tops, 2 double tops.
Okay, so who's sitting up there?
The sellers.
Okay, so if the buyers is pushing the market up, where are they pushing it to?
Pushing it back to the zone.
Keep it in English. Who are they going back to?
Oh, the buyers.
The buyers are pushing the market up.
Mm-hmm.
Sellers jumping in.
No, the buyers push it up to the zone, to the supply zone.
That's right.
Up.
If you keep the term simple, it will
Yeah.
align with you faster. You have the
Yeah.
buyers who are leaving this area. If the buyers are in charge, who are they looking for?
Sellers.
Where are the sellers' last location?
To
Supply zone.
top right there to the double top.
So you keep adding stuff, man. Who are they
What?
looking for?
Supply zone.
They're looking for the buyers.
The buyers are pushing the market up. How
Mhm.
can they be looking for buyers?
I mean sellers, man. Sellers, my bad.
There you go. Keep the term simple.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
Buyers are pushing up. They're looking for sellers. Where is the seller's last location? Where did the sellers stop and push this market down?
Supply.
That's right. Here's your demand zone because the buyers came in and they're pushing the market up. If the buyers are pushing the market up, who are they seeking?
Sellers.
Where is the seller's last location?
Supply zone.
Bingo.
Mm-hmm. It'll come all in. Give me a
I
second.
know.
Yeah, right.
I'll get it.
I
Before I
know.
enter another trade, I'll get it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Keep wash, rinse, and repeat. You keep hearing it over and over. Then it's gonna
Yep.
click. That's if you don't add nothing to it.
Yeah, I'll try not to.
Easy
know
for
what I mean?
you, Brian.
I know because I've been there. I know. You got too
You the-
many minds. When I simplified it, listen,
Yeah.
Mo would
Yeah.
tell you I had all kinds of stuff on my chart.
Me too. I got so much stuff I can't see the
I
candles.
gotta go on a YouTube. I gotta go on a YouTube diet, man. Too many videos.
Okay, yeah, they're
Yeah,
confused.
you're watching too many videos.
True,
You should-
true.
You know, here's the thing, learning about any lesson, especially,
Yeah.
coming from any discipline, you're not taught anything new until you master the thing that you've been handed.
Okay.
It's
That's a
already
fact.
within.
I'm not going to teach you how to do a flying kick and you can't even balance yet.
Hmm.
True. I'm
You
gonna
know what I'm
master
saying?
this right now.
I'm not going to put you in the game every time you touch the ball, you dancing all in the backfield instead of going to the first down markers.
Yeah, I got to clear the noggin.
Too many minds.
Mm-hmm.
It'll come.
I know.
I demand it.
Well, D, I will say this, right?
Hmm.
One of the things that I think is the best thing that you can practice, and me personally, especially with options, you don't have time decay in futures. You do an option. So being able to get the ceiling and the floors to have a good idea
Yep.
of where to exit and take profit, very important. When you first log in first thing in the morning, you see how here on this chart, I go to the 1 hour. You go
Mhm.
to the 1 hour. Brian, you'll show what I'm talking about. You'll go to that 1 hour. You look at that previous candle. You look at for the 1 hour that you're in. Because one of the things that I made the mistake of doing, I did my setup first thing in the morning. I didn't get the move, and I'm still working with the same setup. As you get different moves, different each hour, you got to make sure your ceiling and your floors are in place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're trading at noon or 1 o'clock, your setup from the morning is gone.
Yeah.
Got
That's
you.
over.
Okay.
So,
Copy.
and so whenever you sit down to trade, the first thing
Yeah.
that you do on the hour chart, if we
Mhm.
were looking right now in this market, right? Because Brian got trading view. Oh no, the market's closed. Never mind. You look to see what the last candle, where it opened and where it closed, right? So you're looking there. So Brian, you'll kind of highlight the last candle.
So you talk about the 925 bar, right?
Yep.
The 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Close right below. I mean, right above it.
So then you trap that in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you make your line. It's very important that you take your line and you trap that bar, right? So that's on the 1 hour, right? And if you
Correct.
don't, because you don't want to be doing too many things, right? But most importantly, when you go back to that 5-minute chart,
Mm-hmm.
know that you have tracked your previous hour. So first thing that you see where you got your bar, you see how it went up, it pulls back, it's doing all these things. If you
Yeah.
don't know anything else, when it breaks your 1 hour, you either going up or you're going down. And also too, the other thing that's important about this, if you need to understand where your target will be, because sometimes you'll be in an option trade and it's going up, but you don't really know where you should start taking profit or where it's going to hesitate. If you go in and you put the ceilings and the floors in,
Yeah,
you know where you need to take profit.
Yeah.
Correct.
You're not going to let it bounce back on you.
Yeah.
Correct.
So that is a very important, especially for options. I mean, it's important, period. You just don't want to be caught out there. But
Correct.
for you know that for options, we don't have time for that thing to be going back and forth and we miss it. Because by the time it goes in the direction we want, well, we're not as profitable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The volatility.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely
Data,
time.
data.
Gotta catch that pre-market before the market opens.
Yep, or anytime you get ready to trade, say even if it's you miss your, say you miss your 9 o'clock, right? Look to see what happened in the 9 o'clock hour and make sure that your bar is correct for the 10 o'clock hour. Because if not, your target will be off. You may anticipate you can go longer in a trade that you actually can.
Correct.
Mhm.
That's just my 2 little cents as why I have been really focused on making sure the ceilings, the floors, and because if you got the ceiling and the floors, it's much easier to identify the supply and the demand zone.
Yep.
Because
Copy.
you see how Brian can identify it in traffic?
Yeah.
I don't identify anything in traffic. I'm looking because I trade based off EMAs. So
Okay.
based off me seeing my EMAs and where it is in conjunction to my 10 EMA and my 20 and things of that nature, I'm not as sophisticated with the candles and, I'm learning what a spinning top, a doji, and the reversal. But if I know where my ceiling, my floors, if I know where my target is, I know how long I can potentially stay in a trade.
Correct. Correct. Well, I
I
appreciate that.
Mhm.
Gotta incorporate it all.
And
But of
on
course, it comes to
your
child.
charts, the
Mm-hmm.
more time you put in on your charts,
Yeah.
you're gonna see how deep this rabbit hole goes. This market doesn't just stop because it just felt like stopping.
Mm-hmm.
If the buyers push this market up, they have found a supply zone. Okay.
Mhm.
So tonight, Stephanie, I think you came in a little late, but we went over the 415. Okay.
No, I heard it. I heard you guys.
Okay. So you have your 1 hour zoning in on that candle, right? But you cannot dismiss the data from the 4 hour chart.
Yeah.
Because on that 4 hour chart, it's telling you 4 hours, it's telling you that you have a supply zone up here. Right? See
Mm-hmm.
that?
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
market just don't stop just because it's just stopping.
Correct.
So now when you go back down to your 5-minute chart, right? Look at all of those rejections at the 4 hour.
Mm-hmm.
See that?
Mhm.
So if you
Correct.
are taking a call, you know that you're coming into Big Brother Almighty 4 hour.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Gotta put the brakes on.
Okay. And what did we discuss tonight about price not closing above a supply or demand zone?
Coming back down.
So just
Yeah.
to add on to
Sell
what
it.
she was saying.
Oh boy. Every-
Combination of both.
Mhm.
Combine all the knowledge that you've been getting and make it your own,
Correct.
right? So there's no right way or wrong way. There is D's way, based
Mhm.
on the information that he's been learning through Moses, Ian, myself, Nate. Same thing I do with Stephanie. Her style is with moving averages. So I just shared with her how to incorporate all the knowledge she's getting from me with her moving averages.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't tell her stop using. Matter of fact, I learned something from her using the moving averages. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you have to infuse it with who D is,
Correct.
and Laverne and Moses and Mo, right? Moses has his style, but yet he's still open to hear other styles that maybe he can incorporate with how he trades.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are doing a wonderful job, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
All right, guys. I don't
All
want to
right,
keep you
then,
any
bro.
longer. This has been fun. I really appreciate you guys coming out and sharing time with me and the team, and continued success. We're going into a new, we got still folks coming in. We are going into an exciting time. We're getting information into areas that have been kind of like forbidden for us, you know?
Right.
And now we're getting this information, and you know, once we master something, you know, we take over it.
Correct. Oh man, Brian, you know, God, I didn't write this out, but I want to I'm gonna send it to Steph. It's regarding something totally different from what
We
we're
can
doing.
stop the recording.